What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Javi. If this is your first time, welcome. This channel is all about finance, investing, as well as me sharing my own personal journey to motivate you guys to start what you set yourself after for. Alright, so in this video I want to talk some more about AMC and what it did last week, as well as what I am looking for next week. Starting things off, AMC last week on Tuesday, it did not start with that huge rally that we saw throughout the week, but it ended above $34.66 after market. Now, if you guys watched my last video, you knew that that was a huge level that I was looking for, because I thought that once you broke that $34, that the stock had no more resistance, so it could move up and up and up, and the short squeeze could begin. Now, this day was also very important because on June 2nd was when we started the sharehold count, and this was going to tell us how much shares we have for investors, as well as how many synthetic shares were made from the hedge funds. And this was also going to be another catalyst for the short squeeze to begin. Alright, now jumping into Wednesday, the stock started to act crazy. It rallied at such a quick rate that it actually halted twice. And then after market, the stock continued to rally up, and this, in my opinion, was not the short squeeze. This was a gamma squeeze, and if you guys are not familiar with what a gamma squeeze is, this is when investors start buying option calls that are very far out of the money. So if the stock is currently $50 and you're buying a stock that the options that is at $80 or $70, then that is considered out of the money because it's not at that price target yet. So what that does is it starts to make the stock look very appealing to investors. So the call options make the stock look appealing, and then investors start buying into the stock, and then as the stock continues to rally up, those stocks now become in the money, and then more retail investors buy further out of the call options, and that makes the cycle begin again because investors start buying more and more stocks, and that continues to squeeze the stock up, hence a gamma squeeze. Now, if you guys don't know what in the money and out the money option calls are, just put that in the comments and I can make a video specifically about options. Alright, now that is what happened on Wednesday, but then on Thursday we saw a completely different story, and then that followed on to Friday. So now Thursday and Friday were a really bad day for AMC, because Thursday morning we saw that AMC was getting more shares added to it, so it was some dilution into AMC. Now, according to CEO Adam Aarons, this was done to improve AMC and strengthen it. Now, the dilution gave the company an extra $587 million of equity, which will improve their balance sheet, as well as give them some capital to protect themselves from any challenges, as well as give them more opportunities to stay afloat. Now, as retail investors, this is super frustrating because this caps how much money we are going to be able to make from this short squeeze, and that's why most of us are holding these shares. However, from a business side, Adam Aarons had to do what he thought was right to make AMC strengthen and make the company better overall, since he's the CEO. Now, this weekend we heard what, in my opinion, is going to be the short squeeze catalyst that we've all been waiting for. So we heard Melissa Lee say on CNBC, "Naked short, yeah." So this confirmed that the hedge funds were making synthetic shares. So hopefully this will be the catalyst to start the short squeeze that we've all been waiting for. I've got AMC pulled up, and this is what I'm looking for this week. So I noticed that AMC on Thursday, after the dilution news, that it rallied down to $44 and all the way down to $37. But then it started to spike back up, and then post-market we saw that it went back down to that $44, $45 range. And then on Friday again, it started to rally back up, and during the lunch hour and power hour, it started to go back down to that $40 range. So this, in my opinion, is a nice resistance level for AMC. So I am going to be looking at those levels and seeing if we can make a bounce above $44. And then the next thing that I'm going to be looking for is to see if we can break above this resistance line of about $55 to $58 range. It's not much of a resistance level, but just a supply zone. So if we can break above that level, then hopefully we can break above $77, and then I think that the short squeeze is going to be happening, or a gamma squeeze again. So those are the levels that I'm going to be looking at this week, and hopefully we end up Monday morning with a gap up. A gap up above $55 would be great, because then we don't have a lot of resistance again until around that $68 range. And if we can get above that level because of all the excitement of AMC, hopefully breaking above $77 since it did at one point, then that would be a good way to continue that rally up and break $77. Alright, that's all for today. If you guys like this video, please make sure to click that like button and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell to be alert for my next video. This week's going to be a good week. I'm hoping that AMC breaks above those levels and a gamma squeeze and then a short squeeze can happen. For those investors out there who are a little bit shaken from what happened last week, just know that this short squeeze has not even happened yet, and we have a long ways to go. So the best thing to do right now is hold on to your shares, and if you want to, maybe get some more shares for a bigger return later down. Alright, with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.